Okay, time to leave for Tatooine to see if Griff is good to go or not. He's got the money for me.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Kareth's vessel. My old mentor.
Well, that's not good.
Admiral Kareth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Kareth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Don't let your lust for revenge cloud your judgment.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid, and I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
Yeah, that's the most likely one. I mean, let's see.
The Admiral will be watching the three of us far too closely for any plot involving you, me, or Karth to succeed. It's going to be up to one of the others to get us out of this.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
Sounds like a job for a Wookiee. I mean, that's not that crazy of an idea. I mean, the one that makes the most sense legitimately is T3. But he's not really prepared for combat.
You
Sejuani.
speak the truth. I alone of all the group might be able to remain hidden if the Sith search the ship. I could wait until the guards have completed their search, then come to rescue you.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Out of everyone, Juhani is really the next, like, most build character I think I have. Other than maybe Jolie.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Kareth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We searched the ship from top to bottom. Somebody would have had to be invisible for us not to find them in there.
Well done. Return to your posts and I'll tell the Admiral of this.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promise myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Karras, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
I'm even more devoted to the light.
You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you. You mean... Oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible. I am interrogating you, not the other way around.
Don't care, asking
You
questions.
answer questions, not ask them. It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
I don't really like her anyways.
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
Alderaan, it's on Alderaan!
Alderaan is nothing but a planet of artisans and philosophers. There is no training academy there. You must think this is a game. Very well, this is the price of your resistance.
Can you actually convince him it's on Alderaan?
Enough.
Because that would be
See what
hilarious.
happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters. More empty threats. We Sith prefer to let our actions speak for us. Perhaps that is
Then
why we are winning.
Why don't you let me out and I'll show you
tell me
action?
your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada? Do you take me for a fool? The Jedi are not assassins. They would never devise such a plan. Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
Pain!
Listen, can you not hear her suffering? You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you? Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Kareth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost. Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taras, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing? I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back. Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information. I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop. I know you would never do anything to intentionally cause me pain, but you did the right thing. I don't honestly know if I could have been as strong in your position. To watch you suffer like that, it might have been too much for me to bear. Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope Juhani
If you could
busts
sense
out of
that
here
in the
before he
Force, then you
arrives.
would feel all of the Jedi dying. I don't think I even gave her stealth. Like, I don't think she has any points in stealth. So, this guy's just blind. Like, let's take a look at this. Oh, she's got 14 points in stealth. Okay, so not as bad as I thought. What is down this way, though? Funny, I don't remember seeing Canderous on the list, actually, now that I think about it. On the people I could have had, like, you know... not be taken. Although, honestly, Canderous wouldn't have been much in the way of stealth. he would have just taken absolutely no prisoners. Wrong door. Although, in fairness, doesn't seem to have mattered. She doesn't have the gloves, does she? No, she doesn't. So this is all just her being really good at that.
Ciao baso, Gino Molirani Lubo, Sonking Ba, Loco Nek. Tong hit wama ag inko tune, or tong hi wama hi ag inko tun. Tong pa no kun, Jiska dosoki, Kopa bono nakachu, Labora na winki smack toma, Kuyami, Jusku chita nai, Uchua penki, Topa na Chaskronki do patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Kinba muli radwana ji. Kinba no kun nikset abog. Nekawa dubaka. Patisa, patisa. Kon muli slimo. Ichuta. Yun patisa. Smilya. Tingkuin chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Smilya! Tingkuin ko.
Say no more, I get the picture.
Mira kunkin. Tanghi mamaji aki inkotun. Kachopa bogra shankot. Achua penki. Yun patisa. Ichuba jikoka naga. Kingu mwamu. Chiwa ay Hava! Yun patisa! Ciao baso, Gino Molirani, Tong hit wama ag inko tune. Por tong hi wama ag inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Jiska dosoki, Kopa bono nakachu, Labora.
I'd be opening a chest to kill them. There's not really much point in that. Oh, that hurt. Okay, I need to go up for the detention room. Oh, you know what? I should remember to use this before combat too. Oh, come on, what the hell?
Well done, Juhani. In freeing us from the cell, you have proven yourself truly worthy of the title of Jedi.
Now, if I remember the layout of the ship, our equipment should be in a storage chamber just through the north doors. After we grab our stuff, we need to get to the main bridge controls. The bridge is the only place that we can open the docking gates of the hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. We have to open those gates before we can fly out of here.
We better get moving. I can feel the darkness of Malik's presence approaching, and I don't want to be here when he arrives. None of us is a match for the Sith Lord. Surprise and secrecy will serve us best. A small group might have a better chance of sneaking onto the bridge undetected while the others make their way down to the Ebon Hawk.
Count me in, then. I've got a score to settle with the Admiral before we get off this ship. And I have a feeling I'm gonna find him on the Leviathan's bridge.
That's true, Karth. You can come, but don't let your hatred of Saul Karath jeopardize our true mission, getting the Ebon Hawk safely off the Leviathan. You better come with me and Karth. The others can find their way on their own, but we might run into trouble. We'll need you and your powerful Force abilities to deal with it. The three of us will get our equipment and make our way to the bridge. The rest of you head down to the docking hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. You'll have to find a way to deal with the guards.
Don't you worry about that. I know how to deal with the guards. They won't know what hit them.
We'll meet you there as soon as we get those docking bay doors open. Just make sure the Hawk is ready to fly when we get there. And may the Force be with you.
Should automatically equip all of us with our stuff. I hope. Oh, so I'm the only one that gets left, you know, naked. Yeah, this is literally every item I've collected in the game. They fit a hell of a lot of stuff inside this one locker. I believe I gave myself the mind-altering thing. Thankfully, I have the very unique purple colors, so it's easier for me to find. What is his security? 1. Oh, great. Oh, because it's a cross skill, that's why he has such shit security. Yeah, why not? That's not a bad one to have. Oh wow, she doesn't even have the lightsaber focus? That's weird.
What can I do?
Yes?
Excuse me. So, like, no one has good security, huh? I have 6. And 9,000 away from another level.
No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work.
Really? Security spike did not work.
No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work.
This is Canderous. We're at the Ebon Hawk. Like we figured, it's under heavy guard. But don't worry, we'll figure out a plan to take care of them.
Honestly, they should have no troubles dealing with them, just in general. You got Juhani, you got Jolie, you got a Wookiee. No. What is that permanent boost I have going on there? Oh, is it the... Is that the, like, mind thing, or... No? How do I check what that is? Time to head to the bridge. Oh, and it's saving, of course. Persuade is just, like, the best skill.
How can I help? Then I suggest...
How'd you like that? How'd you like that?
You shall fall.
No problem. Didn't work.
Simple. Okay. It was the easiest way to deal with it. Just bins labeled grenades. That's exactly what every ship needs. Really just grenades.
No problem.
Waddle, waddle. Don't mind us, just doing a little spacewalk.
Yes, what's on your mind? I don't really know much about this place. Sorry. You got it.
How can I help? There is nothing I could say that would be helpful, I'm afraid. Then I said...
Oh no, don't tell me I actually have to, like, pick the lock here. Oh, thank God. Oh, it unequips our weapons, damn it. At least it unequips my weapons. Yep, everyone's unequipped. Great.
Very resourceful. I assume you had some part in this. You learned your lessons well from me.
The only thing you taught me was betrayal and death, Saul.
Don't be a fool. I'm giving you and your companions a chance to surrender, a chance to live. Darth Malak himself is on his way. He'll be arriving any moment.
He speaks the truth, Garth. I can feel the Dark Lord's presence approaching.
Malak will destroy you. But if you throw down your weapons now, I will ask my master to be merciful.
I've seen enough of Sith mercy.
You always did like to do things the hard way. Lord Malak would have preferred live prisoners, but corpses will have to do.
Okay, I didn't... Oh, what the heck?
Yes?
Wrong thing.
How'd you like that?
Karth.
The Admiral. He's still alive.
It's time to finish this. Don't you understand what this man has done to my life? Do you know the pain he's brought me?
Killing him won't ease the pain, Garth. Do not become what you despise.
Karth. Must tell you something. Come closer. You didn't know, did you? Remember my dying words. Remember them whenever you look at those you thought were your friends.
Stop, he said it can't be true. No, it can't. Damn you. Saul. Damn you. Bastel, it is true, isn't it? And you knew. You and the whole damn Jedi Council, you knew the whole time.
Garth, it's not what you think. We had no other choice. Please, you don't understand.
So make me understand.
Not here, Garth. Please, there's no time. Malak is coming. This isn't the place. Please, Garth, I'm asking you to trust me for just a little while longer.
Okay, I'll trust you, Bastila, but as soon as we're off this ship, I expect some answers.
Of course, Garth. As soon as we get to the Ebon Hawk, I'll explain everything. To both of you, I promise.
Time to loot. Get out of the way, Karth. Ooh, what does this do? I hate these, like, limited use ones. I never want to use them. Imagine if you could just be like, yeah, I want to send this to the center of black hole. No particular reason, just, fuck you, Malak.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Time to slowly but casually walk my way out. loathe the forced jump. Just the sheer ridiculousness of just, I yeet myself at them. What is your greatest weapon? Lightsaber? Nope. Yeeting myself. Time for me to casually walk my way off the ship. Oh yeah, that's right, that's a dead end. Okay, there's nothing else really. Other than those Sith over there. So the interesting part is, if you really take into the idea of like RPG, if you were to translate to the Jedi to what they would be in D&D, they would be monks, pretty much.
Ready? Sure.
Quickly save. I keep saving in the middle of the healing animation. At least currently.
It's Canderous. We took care of the guards. We're inside the Ebon Hawk and all systems are go. As soon as you guys join us, we can get out of here.
Uh-huh.
There.
How'd you like that?
I do love that you can just do that, just, yep, run away and jump. many grenades. Ooh, you know, that could be an interesting playthrough of the game, grenade only. Early on, it would be very difficult because of the limited amount of grenades you have. And then you'd have to stockpile for something like this. So much to loot. Okay then. Why is there just that random little door there? Okay, I've looted everything in here. Come on, we can take them, all three of us. Or at least the two of us could.
Darth Malik.
I hope you weren't thinking of leaving so soon, Bastila. I've spent far too much energy hunting down you and your companions to let you get away from me now. Besides, I had to see for myself if it was true. Even now, I can hardly believe my eyes. Tell me, why did the Jedi spare you? Is it vengeance you seek at this reunion? What? You mean you don't know? All this time and you still haven't figured it out. I wonder how long you would have stayed blind to the truth. Surely some of what you once were must have surfaced by now. Even the combined power of the Jedi Council couldn't keep your true identity buried forever, could it?
The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes.
The Council would not normally accept an adult for training, but this is a special case.
They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity.
I do love that they go back and do
Tatooine.
these past things.
Kashyyyk. Manan. Korriban. Revan visited each of these worlds searching for clues to reveal the hidden location of the Starforge.
The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Starforge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them?
I don't remember that line. Again, love this twist. Fantastic twist. One of the best. And then the fact that they have your character's face underneath the mask. Like, they didn't have to do the face reveal, but they did, and they made one for each character, which is amazing. Or they just put your character in that armor and had them do the face, the mask taking off thing with whatever character model you chose. Because that one wasn't pre-rendered like the other ones were, where they were cutscenes.
What you once were, Revan. Recognize that you were once the Dark Lord, and know that I have taken your place.
Don't care.
You do not yet remember, Revan? The Jedi set a trap. They lured us into battle against a small Republic fleet. During the attack, a team of Jedi Knights boarded your ship. The Jedi Strike Team captured you, and the Council used the Force to reprogram your mind. They wiped away your identity and turned you against your own followers. Once I served you, Revan. But I always knew that one day the title of Dark Lord would be mine. When that Jedi Strike Team boarded your vessel, I saw my day had come. I ordered my own ships to fire on your bridge. I thought I could destroy all my enemies with a single glorious victory. I never dreamed the Jedi would take you alive from the wreckage.
I mean, honestly, great time to actually, to turn on your old master if as a Sith. That is the perfect time to do it. Take out the Jedi that are hunting both of you, who may be the best Jedi out of all of them that they sent, or might send, and take out your master if you wanted to, do that.
You mean, why did I betray you, Revan? You are the one who taught me the ways of the Sith. The strongest must rule if we are to survive. You knew I would one day challenge you for supremacy, but you underestimated me. I acted sooner than you expected and seized the Sith throne with a single brilliant stroke. You must have seen flashes of your old life in your dreams, Revan. Memories bubbling up to the surface. Surely you must remember the battle in which you were captured. The Jedi are fools. They do not believe in executing prisoners. Originally, I assumed you had died in the battle. Imagine my surprise when I found out you were still alive, Revan. How you survived the final battle is a mystery to me. Perhaps you should ask Bastila. After all, she was part of the Jedi Strike Team that captured you.
It's true. I was part of the team sent to capture Revan, to capture you. When Malak fired on the ship, you were badly injured. We thought you were dead. Your mind was destroyed, but I used the Force to preserve the flicker of life in your body. I brought you to the Jedi Council. They were the ones who healed your damaged mind.
The Jedi Council didn't restore your wounded mind, Revan. They merely programmed it with a new identity, one loyal to the Republic. They tried to make you their slave.
The Jedi hold all life sacred, even that of a Sith Lord. I could not just let you die, Revan, not if it was possible to save you.
Bastila hides the truth behind noble words, Revan. The Jedi needed the memories buried deep in your wounded mind. There was no other way to bring them out. They had to keep you alive.
We couldn't simply restore your true identity. Revan was too dangerous. But locked inside your mind was information the Republic needed, the secrets of the Starforge. The Council created an identity for you, a soldier under my command. Your subconscious memories were supposed to lead me to the Starforge. There was no other way to get the information.
They made you their puppet, Revan, and Bastila was the handler pulling your strings.
That was a risk the Council chose to take. I had to try and draw out the secrets of the Starforge. It was our only hope of stopping the Sith. There was no other choice. I used my Force powers to heal you on that bridge. We share a bond. I convinced the Council I could use our bond to draw out your memories and lead us to the Starforge.
Tell the truth, Bastila. You wanted to taste the dark side for yourself. You knew the only way the Council would permit you to explore the Sith's power was through Revan's lost memories.
No. I wanted to help you, Revan. I thought this mission would redeem you, that it would atone for your past crimes. How else could you be saved?
Forgiveness, Revan. You are weak. I was right to betray you. You are not fit to rule the Sith. A small part of me has always regretted betraying you from afar. I always knew there were some who would think I acted out of fear, that I did not want to face you. But now fate has given me a second chance to prove myself. Once I defeat you in combat, no one will question my claim to the Sith throne. My triumph will be complete. The Jedi Council were foolish to let you live. I won't make the same mistake. We shall finish this alone in the ancient Sith tradition. Master versus apprentice, as it was meant to be.
I still easily beat you. You're just a coward who ran away from a fight.
No problem. Didn't work.
In a single attack, I beat.
This isn't over, Malak.
Your friends do not give up easily, Revan. You always could inspire loyalty. But even the three of you together cannot stand against my power.
I almost beat you in a single attack.
I'll hold Malak off. You two get out of here. Find the Starforge.
No, Bastila, he's too strong. No! The door's sealed. We can't get past. Come on, we have to get to the Ebon Hawk. Bastila doesn't stand a chance against Malak, but we can't help her. Not here. We have to get off the ship and find the Starforge. That's the key to beating the Dark Lord. Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away. We can't let her sacrifice be in vain. Come on! No problem. Didn't work.
Also, who designed this fucking building? I mean, honestly. Also, lightsabers. Just cut a hole through the door. I haven't taken Bastila on missions with me in ages anyway, so it's not like it's that big a deal. And being shot in the face. Right? The sensitivity on this thing sucks too, which does not help.
Where is Bastila? What happened on that ship?
We ran into Malik. He would have killed us, but Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away.
You mean she's dead?
Ah, Malik won't kill her. Don't be foolish. He'll want to use her battle meditation against the Republic. Turn her to the dark side, and the Sith will always be victorious.
Not so fast. We've got a bigger issue to deal with here. They deserve to know the truth about you. Do you want to tell them what Malik said, or should I?
Revan? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of a joke?
No, it's no joke. The Jedi Council captured Revan and erased the Dark Lord's mind, programming in a new identity. Saul Kareth told me on the Leviathan, and Bastila confirmed it.
You're Darth Revan? This is big. Do you remember anything about being the Dark Lord? Just a few flashes. That's it. Nothing more? Then I don't think there's a problem. It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right?
Of course it still matters. How do we know more memories won't come flooding back? How do we know Revan won't suddenly turn on us? The whole time we've been chasing after Malik, we've had his old Sith master right at our side, listening to our secrets, hearing our plans.
Hey, you've got nothing to be sorry about. You didn't ask for this. Besides, I know you. You're not Revan anymore. Whatever you used to be, you're one of us now.
Love Big Z.
Big Z and I will stick by you. We owe you our lives. We won't desert you now.
How can you say that, Mission? The Sith bombed my homeworld, Revan took away my family, and destroyed my life.
Everyone knows it was Malik who gave the order to attack your people, Karth. You can't blame Revan for that.
I suppose you've proven yourself to be a friend of the Republic by your actions so far, Revan. But can I trust you? Can any of us?
What about me? I already knew who you were, though it wasn't my place to tell you. Better off that you know, if you ask me. Does it change anything? I'm not here to judge you. You'll do what you have to do, and I'll help if I can.
You defeated the Mandalore clans in the war, Revan. You were the only one in the galaxy who could best us. We had never met one like you before, and never since. How can you even ask if I Whatever you're fighting, it will be worthy of my skill. I'm your man until the end, Revan. No matter how this plays out.
I do love Candace's way.
Commentary. I am experiencing something unusual, Master.
Hi, what's that?
My programming is activating my deleted memory core. I believe I have a homing system that is restoring it, Master. Observation. My homing system is a function of my assassination protocols, that which I told you had been deactivated. This system was not. It seems that the homing system deliberately restores my deleted memory core upon returning to my original master. Affirmation. Correct, Master. Sith protocols maintain that all droid knowledge be deleted before assassination missions and restored upon return. I have returned to you, and my full functionality is now under your personal command. It is a distinct pleasure to see you again, Master.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Observation. Indeed. I do hope we shall have the chance to engage in combat together again soon, Master.
Wow. What are the chances of that happening?
Remember, we're talking about the Force here. At this point, Malik himself could drop out of the sky and I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
Good point.
You won't abandon me, will you, T3?
I knew the little guy would come through for you. Droids don't hold grudges.
Well, the others seem to trust you. And I don't see any other way that we can stop the Sith. And I suppose that Malik is the real enemy here. I really don't have any other choice, do I?
I literally helped you save your son. From being a Sith. And you still question whether or not I am, you know, there for you.
I want to believe you. You've proven yourself time and time again during our mission, but this is a little much for me to wrap my mind around.
How do you think I feel?
This must be even more of a shock to you. I don't know how you even keep going. I guess we both just have to find a way to push forward. Don't worry. I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my assignments or this mission. But don't forget, I've sworn an oath to defend the Republic. As long as this mission stays on course, I'll stick with you. But I won't let you betray the Republic under any circumstances. So I guess that's it then. We keep going. We've still got one more star map to uncover if we're gonna find that Star Forge and save Bastila, so let's do it before it's too late.
The fact that Jolie knew that I was Revan the entire time just shows how much he had, like, how much of a connection he has with the Force.
Yes, what's on your mind? If you're ready to talk, then yes, so am I. I can't hate you. I tried. I wanted to hold you responsible for all the things you've done for my wife, for Telos, for Dustil. But I can't. I got the revenge I always wanted when Saul died. But it hasn't brought me the peace that I thought it would. Despite whatever part of Revan is inside you, the darkness that must surely be there, it isn't who you are. That's why I can't hate you, why I don't want any more revenge. You don't have to be Revan. You can be so much more. Whatever the Jedi did to you, they gave you that chance. Whatever's happened up until this point, there's going to come a time very soon where you're going to have to make a choice. And there won't be any turning back. Well, then I hope I can save you from yourself.
How can you possibly be Raven? I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith that something was wrong with it. The man who saved me could never go completely to the dark side. It is good to know that you have truly changed. It gives me hope. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example, and there is no way I can fail. Thank you for placing your confidence in me. I only wish I had your heart as well. I will never forget what you did for me, even if you do not remember it. How may I be of What is it you would like? Of course. How may I...
It does not matter. What does P3 have to say? Oh yeah, I never opened this thing.
Got something on your mind, dude? Bad men. Women, too, to be fair. Oh, indeed. They make a fine sandwich, also. But don't tell the Jedi Council I said that. And just what gave you the impression that I know anything more about the Sith than you do?
You did. You said you fought.
Oh, that's right. Damn the ears of the young. I was expecting you to be your usual inattentive self when I mentioned that. So it's true, yes. I fought plenty of Sith. That was during the time of Exar Kun. Oh, 40 years ago now. Has it been that long? No, of course not. The Sith have come and gone for ages. They were not called the Sith many thousands of years ago, perhaps. But the dark side was always present, without a doubt. Oh, sure, occasionally the light side comes close to vanquishing the dark. But the dark always returns. The fact that Exar Kun was defeated didn't mean the Sith would never return, as they obviously have now. Everyone knows that. Exar was a Jedi who was corrupted by ghosts of the old Sith, or so they say. He attempted to conquer the Republic and create a new golden age of the Sith. Better to say he was defeated, but essentially, yes. The victory did not come easily, however. That is not a pleasant time to remember. After Exar Kun fell to the dark side, he attempted to recruit other Jedi to his cause. What surprised us, what took us completely unprepared, was how utterly successful he was. Many Jedi joined him and became Sith themselves. Why they did, I will never truly know, but they did. Battle broke out throughout the Order, pupil against master. We fought ourselves. Yes, more than difficult. Next to impossible. How do you fight against someone you love? Puh, I dislike such memories. It leaves a taste in the mouth that... it is a sadness I thought I'd put aside long ago. Ask me about the war some other time, just not now. I would prefer to be by myself for now. Got something on your... Well, unless you're one of the local species and end up being slaughtered or enslaved, Tatooine's a nice enough desert. And that's about all I got. Oh.
Statement. HK4. Commentary. Of course I do, Master. You are Revan. You are my master. The one who created me. I exist to serve. Statement. Statement. Yes, Master. You created me shortly after you and your apprentice began your war to conquer the galaxy. I was sent on an assassination mission into Mandalorian space, but I was damaged and unable to return to you. Exclamation. I find this most distressing. I could certainly have protected you from the Jedi and your pupil's betrayal had I returned. Observation. You may be right, Master. This way we are reunited, and neither of us has suffered permanent termination. Observation. You are different in many fundamental ways, Master. You have a concern for life that is unsettling. This cannot solely be caused by memory loss. I do not know how to explain it. Regardless, you do seem to be improved overall from the human I once knew. Answer. No, Master. You never did make me privy to any of the Starforge's secrets. Commentary. Your former pupil is efficient and brutal, even for an organic. I rather liked him when you first introduced me to him. If I had known what he would do to you, Master, I would have gladly removed his entrails right then.
I do love HK-47.
Answer. It was you who programmed me thus, Master. Your pupil once asked me what I thought of him, and I informed him of his meatbag status. He was unimpressed, but you found the reference humorous. You changed my programming so that I would continue to use the term. It drove your pupil to extreme lengths of frustration. Observation. Of course you do, Master. You did then as well.
For good reason. Just calling Malik meatbag
As you desire.
is fantastic.
Yeah, what do you want?
I will always just love the idea that, yep,
Hey there.
it's
What
called
can I do
Malik
for you?
meatbag.
It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right? I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember, Malik's the one who tried to destroy Terrace.
Well, that is true. Let's take Canderous and Jolie. Because I know there is a thing with Canderous that I still need to do. So he is allowed to wear that. That's interesting.
What?
Oh yeah, that's right. Level up Canderous.
Sure.
Oh yeah, let's swap back to mission. Okay, there we go.
Yes?
I have so many items. It's not worth it. I'm not going to bother trying to sell. Not with an inventory like that. Okay, Griff still isn't back yet. Okay, then. Now comes my least liked planet as well. Oh, great. That's what I needed. Normally I stop when the game crashes, but literally no point. I've only been playing for an hour and a half. Now, I do believe, like, Dantooine will actually not be on the map any longer. Yep, I can no longer travel to Dantooine. Okay, actually... And... really, the next best one to take would be Mission for her skills. Since, like, the only other one that would be better for skill-wise would actually be to take T3, but T3 is even more useless than her for anything other than skills. Even though I'd like to take...
How may I be of a... What is it? Of course.
Got something on your mind? Not particularly. I suppose you're going to nag me until I cough it up, aren't you? Nothing is private anymore, it looks like. There's no escaping it, I guess. So be it. My wife's name was Neyama. She was the Yukanis enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember. Bah, you got ears that work, don't you? I was a smuggler, way back. I got shot down once over Yukanis. That story, yes. My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the Force. That's why she was able to shoot me down. Neyama was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body.
The war?
Yes, that. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yukatas prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The Council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another, especially not one so old as my wife. I did. I wasn't the first, and I won't be the last. The problem with self-righteous folk is they think they're more right than everyone else. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault in her. And she loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss. Better than anything I had known before or since. Exar Kun is what happened. Neyama was inspired by Exar's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in Exar's war. I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle, but I defeated her. No, I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew I couldn't do it. But I should have. Sometimes I convince myself otherwise, but it's no use. She had fallen to the dark side when she raised her saber against me, and I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war, until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over. I had trained Neyama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance, and she went on to kill others. Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with the trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I? But I deserve to be tried. They found me innocent.
What?
Even though I deserved every punishment and more, they let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me. For my pride? For my cowardice? Which do you think is the act more befitting the Jedi? They may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself. Yes, I do, I suppose. Does that surprise you? It is all so long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Nobody cares what an old man believes anymore, do they? Let's continue on with the task at hand. I would prefer to think of the present today.
I like Jolie. I need to see if Canderous will get his thing so I can do his side quest. Because that's kind of my goal, is to try and complete everyone's things.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude. No, really, I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with? Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere. Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether. You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites. The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require? Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
No, I don't got that. That was very complicated.
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kolto loaded up before my shift is over.
Okay, I guess Manan probably won't be the right place. I literally walked towards my ship. Thank you. I thought there was going to be another cutscene for it. Is somebody still streaming? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, if I want to do Canderous' thing, I should probably head to Korriban again. Great. Space battle. I hate these.
Incoming fighters!
God damn you. Okay. Now let's hope that I can get the Canderous thing. Because then I don't need to... Because then I won't be taking Canderous with me again. Don't think. Okay, how do I get the Canderous thing? Okay, so let's try.
Yeah, what do you want? You're...
No, I've already done all this stuff, so there's a chance. At...
Yeah, what do you... Korriban is a Sith world, that's for sure. I mean, just look at this place. Rumor has it that the leader of our clan at the time, Mandalore, did go down. They say the Sith performed terrible magics here. You have anything else? You're...
Let's just take Candace and see what happens. This new party needs to be supported aside from Tatooine.
Patoga yakfuli kokala Gigi. Tingkuin koka tong hit wana G sakat agi. Nika badubaka. Patisa. Kon kimba no. Nika badu. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jusku chiwi aita ka chong chicha baba Hassan shan. Just cronky to patslimo, chiwi aita ka chong chicha kinja. Hava, yun patisa. Chiwaka ay nekaba dubaka. Patisa kimba no konik docha. Patisa.
So it seems like Griff will be after I do Manan. I'm not walking.
Nice to see the Hawk still in one piece. Beauty of a ship. Ah, I've seen this little ship before plenty of times. Used to make runs for the Exchange, didn't it? Korriban's nice and remote. The kind of place the Exchange likes. You don't need to worry about me saying anything. I don't give a whit what you do with your ship. Smuggling's what the Hawk was made for, though. You sure can. Yep.
I guess I better just go back to Manan. I'll take Candace off the ship with me, but I'm... Oh, I entered the ship from the side somehow. First time I think I've ever done that.
How may I be? What is it?
Got something on. Oh, that was not until many years later, to tell the truth. I spent spent quite some time wandering the galaxy. Nothing so extravagant. I merely traveled from place to place. I don't even think I knew what I was searching for. It wasn't as if my travels were pleasant either. There were plenty of folks who distrusted the Jedi after the war, or worse. If people weren't treating me with suspicion, they were looking at me with greed. I don't know how many thought they could make use of me for their own ends. I got so sick of the treachery and deceit, I left the civilized parts of the galaxy and headed instead for the uncivilized parts. Actually, I was on my way somewhere else when I crash-landed on Kashyyyk. The ship I was using was a rust bucket. I'd taken some damage passing through an unexpected asteroid field, as I recall, but I wasn't completely without some systems. I could still guide her a bit when I crashed. It wasn't what I would call the smoothest landing, especially considering I ended up smack at the depths of the Shadowlands. But I lived. I'm no mechanic, and besides, after you plunge nose first in the trunk of a 5-kilometer-high tree, chances are you don't have much ship left.
That's true.
Sure, why not? It seemed like an interesting enough place to spend a couple of decades exploring. That was a challenge at first. You've seen the kind of creatures that exist down there, and you miss the really big ones. I was still able to rely on the Force to keep me safe for the most part. The rest of the trick is keeping out of the way of most of the predators. Oh, that's true. Still, most of the creatures grow accustomed to me, and I to them. At least none of them ever heard of a Jedi. Oh, they did at first, oh yes. I can't say I was overly pleased to encounter a group of indigenous giant carpets either, I can assure you of that.
I don't think they like being called that.
Well, that was after 2 decades of helping them. They certainly didn't trust me at first.
2 decades.
When I could, I would assist a few young ones who would get lost in the Shadowlands or attacked unexpectedly by the wildlife. I must say, for a while there, the Wookiees actually thought I was some kind of benevolent forest god. Amusing, really. I set them straight eventually. At first, when the slavers took to hunting down lone Wookiees in the fringes of the Shadowlands, I did my best to divert them. Later, when Shundar made his deal, I didn't see any point. I wasn't here to save them from their own sad follies, after all. Nonsense. I had no idea that's what they were thinking for a long time. I just thought they were being friendly neighbors, leaving fruit and such for me. Later, when I started to understand some of their grunting, I realized they would say prayers to the Hairless One before descending into the forest. Hairless One. Used to have plenty of hair, I tell you. At any rate, it took a few bruises, but I set the record straight. I traveled to Rookwaro and met with the chieftain in front of everyone. Freyr swatted at me just to see if I was real or not. I was real, and while it was a light swat, Wookiees are terribly strong. I was knocked out cold for a day. The Wookiees all thought it was quite funny. Not really. Kashyyyk is a place you can feel very small in. It felt good to devote my time to helping people and living simply. What can I say? I did it all for the Wookiees. The Wookiees? Well, okay, maybe I needed some time on a quiet and remote planet, but if you ever need a friend, an incredibly strong hairball isn't a bad call.
No?
I suppose I am in a way, despite the smell. For a race of gardeners, they've developed quite interestingly. You remember the alien computer, correct? Kashyyyk was meant to be an agricultural planet. The Wookiees were made for a reason, or at least that's what I'm thinking. But But I'm an old man who's had a long time to develop that opinion, so don't argue with me. At any rate, we should be moving along, don't you think? If you sat around this long in the Shadowlands, attack would eat you. Got something on your mind? How many could ask?
Let's save just to make sure that the game doesn't crash. And also that I hopefully don't get into a space battle and end up losing. Okay, good, no space battle. I am gonna bring Juhani. I want to see if I'll get the cutscene thing first, but I am going to bring Juhani with me. I don't know how far I really need to go for it. So, actually nothing of use for me. Okay, let's open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. A sort of exotic species. Are you doing Yay!
don't have time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Kolto ready to load before my... We've got all the proper Kolto trading permits, so back off.
Oh, wow. That was a bit of freezing in the game. Oh god, please stop with this.
No problem. It didn't work.
Well, we'll see. If I walk out here and I get a thing with Canderous, then good. If not, then I will just swap out Canderous. I don't know how far to give it, so... Oh, Juhani has, yeah, fair enough. Power stasis field? Not bad, but Force Wave I think hits more enemies, right?
Sure.
Where are you? Don't care about Pizak. Well, I don't mind Pizak, but it gets a little bit, well, not a little, it gets very repetitive.
The Jedi Council wouldn't approve, but they always were a little stodgy about using the Force on people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
God, docking feet every time you come and go from the planet.
I heard the Sith are trying to work on a synthetic version of Kolto. I wouldn't be surprised if the Republic was too. Hey, I'm working here. Go talk to the diplomatic rep if you got something to say.
Okay.
How may I be of assistance? What is it?
Jesus.
Got something on your... Are we back to that again? What's the best way for me to approach this? Perhaps it's time for a little story.
Oh no, not another story.
You just keep quiet there, you. I've had to put up with all your busybody questions, haven't I? Well, now you listen to a story, damn it. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the story. You almost made me forget about it. Nice try, but I'm not that old just yet. Now then, a young man sees a terribly venomous snake in a small village. Nervous, he watches the snake carefully until it leaves. The young man follows the snake into the forest. He clears the branches out of its path and helps it over obstacles. He even works to keep it fed.
Okay.
Shush! Many nights pass, and still the young man continues to follow the snake. He even follows it into the sands of the great desert. In the desert, the snake eventually grows hungry. It turns and bites the young man, its poison quickly working its way into his system. Finally, curious, the snake looks at the boy as he lays dying and asks, "Why were you foolish enough to follow me all the way out into the desert?" The boy looks back and replies, "Did I follow you? I thought I was leading you away from everyone else." And then he died. Well, now, that's what I wanted to see for myself.
You saying you're frightened of me?
The real question is whether or not I'm as frightened as I should be, isn't it? I've told you before that you have a destiny before you. This does not mean, however, that your future is already written. They are not the same thing. You have the choice of which direction you take your destiny in. More than engine-sucking Andor, certainly. But even he had a choice. So far, you've chosen to take the lighter path. Can you stay that course, even through the challenges ahead? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not here to judge you or tell you which path to take. I'm here ready to offer you my help, should you ask for it. I do that because I think it's important. More important than remaining in my home and pretending the galaxy doesn't exist. That's why I'm here. I'm rather glad I came too, really. You're a fine young lad. I hope things turn out well for you. Now then, I've chatted enough for one lifetime. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Is that the end of Jolie's stuff? Hulas. Canderous, Mission's brother. Oh, so this is just literally an impossible mission now. And then I have that one that I can't do either. So yeah, I saw Julie's isn't in there anymore, so does that mean I've... So that's the end of the Jolie story stuff. I would return him, but honestly he's just a fantastic Force user for me to have with his ability to do all the supporting Force abilities.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
What a bunch of wasted nagging.
How much for all this stuff, Tybark?
Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama chiko na. Tong kipa no.
Thanks, Tybark. Catch you next week.
Uchua penki. Tangi wama ji human act in ikatune. Chi ita kanki chana kiliko. Tong hit wama ag inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Achua penki. Yun patisa. Di chuba ji kutka naga. Kingbu mwa muli radwan. Tong hit wama ag inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi.
Ooh, that's nice. Very nice. Cool. So I need to go to Hulas? Oh. Well, that answers that question.
Kakinja nawabagaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa ishun pun. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi unko tune chuna muri ra. Tong hitwama aki unko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki unko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chi Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai. Kakinja nawabakaon, pichage borang turang, nada chawa ishun kun. Noba muri rati lai kuka, kang ibo. Chua pengti, yun patisa, ichuba jikoka naga, kingu mo. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Ki nuli ra kun. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitana. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki. Tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tun, tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornipo. Kun muri ras nimo chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tong hitwama jiko na. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornipo. Kun muri ras nimo. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka tong. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chita. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Ki diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na otoboka. Tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tun, tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tong hitwama jiko na. Tong kipa. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Ki muri ra kun. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muri ras nimo diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tu. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chita nai. Uchua pe chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune. Chuna mori ra. Tong hit wama ji. Chiwa aita kan kicha na jupornibo. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jusku chita nai, uchua penki, topa na ota, tong hit wama aki inko tune, potong hit wama ji aki inko tu, tong pa no kun, no nek, chiwi aita ka tong chicha, jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, Kuyami jusku chita nai. Uchua penki. Topan tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hit wama ji aki inko tu. Tong pa no kun, no nek. Chiwi aita ka tong. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chita nai. Uchua penki. Kakinja nawabakaon. Bagwash. Laboda na winki smack toma. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu. Chawana bota ugat da tuka ulwan. Jiska Laboda na winki smack toma. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu. Ubaba.
Just Pizak cards, great.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the Selkat laws. Typical Republic cowardice. Out of my way, unless... You dare mock me? If it wasn't for the Selkat laws, I'd teach you proper respect. Back off, Republic scum. A man like you couldn't... Back off, Republic scum. Out of my way. The wrath of the Sith is a terrible thing. Remember, Taris? You'll see.
That leads to another place, doesn't it? Yeah.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win this war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I'd never turn down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit me. I've just hired on with the Sith. Of course, if there was... And why are you bothering me? I'm here on Manan to find work as a mercenary. I'm not here to chat with tourists.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Sorry, but you're... Hey, keep your lectures. The Sith pay well, and they pay up front. That's all I care about.
You got any armor plating for my spook bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish or a str- Don't worry, junk man. When I want go-
Gravity generator.
Only people who have business with... Ha! We know who we have business with. If you don't know how to get in, then we don't want... Go. Only people... You can ask, but I doubt you'll get... Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates.
He's still walking. Oh, he's probably... Well, I thought maybe he was walking to the Sith embassy, but then he turned around, so I don't know where he's going.
What do we have here? A lost off-worlder, perhaps? You're probably here for the swoop races. Track is through the West Corridor. I believe Queedle Malta has taken the top spot. I prefer the professional races. His win was just a fluke, an aberration. I'm no guide. The Sith don't suffer question. I am fond of the sport, true. But it's more about hating races I don't think should win than actually paying tribute to those I favor. Hookta Jax shows the proper spirit of competition, and it has brought him to the top before.
The Gamorrean? You're joking.
Brute force to the finish. He's very efficient. Hurry it up. This is a poor use of my time. You should know not to annoy. What did you say? You don't want trouble from me, friend. You might as well take a blaster to your own head. So, you have some courage. Dumb as a Bowmar cast off, but you've got courage. What do you hope to accomplish with this threat? Even if you expected to live through my attack, the Cellcath would lock you up for fighting in their streets. Ah, so you wish to goad me into action so the Cellcath turn their unyielding laws my way. Amusing. Perhaps you aren't so foolish. You've made your jest on the one world where you would not be immediately struck down. I suggest you walk away while your assumption holds true.
What do you want, William? I don't have the time or desire to bother speaking with wandering idiots. You're probably another race fan in a fool stupor after that big win by local whelp Queedle Malta. I will get tired of your voice in short order, so make it quick.
Good. Do I want to do swoop races?
Takum justak Miki Grabal Mogo. Kachi chu ay donga tulpada bong. Tonghay tuam Gigi yumalit pa ang yingkotu. Tulbada bunkwalya gandoten. Takum justak Miki Grabal Mogo. Kachi chu ay donga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podonna. Rundi haudonga kun hunkabi. Takum justak Miki Grabal Mogo. Kachi chu ay haudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shapo. Tonghay tuam Gigi yumalit pa ang yingkotu. Tulbada bunkwalya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay haudonga. Tonghay tuam Gigi yumalit pa ang yingkotu. Tulbada bunkwalya gando. Karatumpa kun palya mokapata. Punanay kachu. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun. Tong na bunshan yun. Takum justak Miki Grabal Mogo. Kachi chu ay haudonga.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
Tuftadan gelfa. Hoisidan gelfa. Uden tufblakfa. Der Hundas. Hufta gelf. Papuelta. Kuoda. Uden tufblakfa nivu gelfa. Hoisidan gelf. Hundas da shelfa. Hufta gelf. Please. Hier fort, wenn for the Lufter. She enjoyed it out. Lufter dan gelfa. Hoisi dan gelfa. Uden tufblak van nivo gelf. Kolo duf divan bebut. Papuelta. Kuoda. Elmo tunfu. Hundas da shelfa. Hufta gelf, please. Hier fare Gorisa. Lufta dan gelfa. Hoisi dan gelfa. Uden tufblak van nivo gelfa. Hoisi dan gelfa badi. Lufta dan gelfa. Hoisi dan gelfa. Kuoda. Uden tufblak van nivo gelfa. Hoi lufta dan gelfa. Hoisi papoi. Lufta dan gelfa. Hoisi dan gelfa. Uden papoelta. Kolo duf. Duf. Lim.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an autoprint, forget it. You can buy one when I get more made up. Leave me alone. I need time. We'll get it over with. I know that if you do absolutely anything wrong, you get locked up. Seems like finding criminals is a great way to bring in the credits. I'm surprised they even let us race. Wouldn't want the crowds to get too excited. Excitement makes people unpredictable or something. Don't hurry.
$22.50. I have beaten that before. Don't know that I want to do that now. At least not right now. I don't think I ever knew that there was a swoop racing here on Manan. So there's on Tatooine and Manan. Is that it? Yeah, Kashyyyk doesn't have it, and neither does Dantooine or Korriban. I'm actually kind of surprised Korriban doesn't. Korriban? I don't remember exactly how it's said.
I have to stop talking to Sith. They make me want to break.
Those Sith are always trying to goad us. Why don't the Selkath stop them?
Korean? Oh, it does? I don't know, like, this is, like, my first time really playing through it to where I actually made it to that point, I guess? Because I've always only done it on, Tatooine, and even then it was barely ever did it, because I didn't see much point in doing it, because quickest way for me to get credits was to just keep playing Pazak over and over and over again.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Also, being that I'm playing this on the Switch, this is the first time I've ever played where it actually has Yavin on it, which is awesome to me.
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
By the way, how are you doing, Plague?
Oh, of course. Of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council. An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Come on, tell me.
No. You do what I want and maybe I can help you out. Until then, nothing. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Ahto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Faraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
Yeah, Talos you kind of have to do no matter what. Talos. Taurus. Telos was in the second game, I believe. I believe there's Telos in the second game. I could be wrong. And no worries.
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
No worries. Honestly, a number of the names in Star Wars just eventually get to the point where they just seem so close together that I give up at some points.
Good. It's a logical place to start. But you should also hear about the other options available to you. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for pass cards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Honestly, I get kind of... Taurus is just... You spend so much time there that it gets kind of boring whenever you redo it. I haven't completed this game before. I've made it to this point, pretty much, which is most of the way through the game, but I've never actually completed the game fully. I don't remember why exactly, but I figured I wanted to actually finish it for once.
The Sith have got the Celt Cap to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first? Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Yeah, honestly, the last time I decided to play through to play a little bit into the game, I downloaded a mod for the PC that just lets you skip the Paragus mining facility. It's not as long as Taurus is, but it still sucks.
Kimba mulira bonaji, Kimba noku nixet abog, Kakinja nawabakaon, Tun abashun ni chunchi. The Huba Botania go GGPT, just crunky to patslimo. Gino molirani dubo, Ton Kimba, noku nexak, Tony Twamaji kona, Tony Twamaji, human act in Inkatune.
So that depends on which version you're playing, because the original ones that the one on PC, you needed a mod to skip it, and the one on like old console Xbox, which is what I originally played KOTOR 2 on, you could not skip it.
The Huba Botania go GGPT. Just crunky to patslimo. Gino. The Huba Botania go GGPT. Just crunky to.
Oh, you know what? I should be able to... Yeah, that'll make that easier. Oh, where are you going? That's right, you really do not have many skills at all to put into.
Sure.
Oh, that sucks. I should give him more light save points anyways, soon, but still.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet. We're not sure exactly. If you can convince him to talk, we should be able to...
By the way, how are you doing, Blake? I know I asked you before, but your app crashed, so I don't think you actually got to hear me ask.
The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now? Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback. It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then? Hey you, wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
What do you want? What companion?
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
He wouldn't talk. Or has he already? No.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
You can't do this to me. They would kill me in ways too horrible for you to imagine. But here, please don't hurt us. Or... You're not. You... lies. You work for the Republic.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
No, never.
Damn! He blanked out.
Boy, what do you want? What?
The gutless Sith.
He wouldn't. Nothing you could do to us would make us talk. We... Boy. You're not.
The Sith will never trust you again, Spy.
But they wouldn't, would they? There's nothing you can do to me. What? 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 What?
Of course, they would never... Damn!
What? What?
The gutless Sith.
He wouldn't talk.
Of course, they wouldn't.
You can't do this to me. They would kill me in ways... Nothing you could do to us would make us talk. We Sith are stronger than you. Give us credit. What? You're not.
The Sith will never...
But they...
Damn! Giving up so soon? I think he could last a bit longer. Come back if you want to try to break him again.
I don't like that I got dark side points there from that kill.
You're back. Dude, let's get it.
What? What?
The gutless Sith.
He would.
Of course, they would.
You can't. But he... I... Please don't hurt us. What? You're not.
The Sith will never try.
Never. What? Tila. How did you find out about her?
Damn.
What? Yes. It could be so much easier. What? What?
The gutless...
He wouldn't talk. What? You're not.
The Sith will never... Damn!
What? You're not.
The Sith will never...
But they... Ha! Worth my while. The Sith don't pay very well, but they'd kill me. Please. What?
Damn!
What? Yes. What? You're not.
The Sith will never...
Never. What? What?
The gutless... Damn!
What?
The gut...
He would...
Of course, they...
You can't do this! What? 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 You're not.
The Sith will never... Damn!
What?
The Sith...
Please. What?
Damn!
What?
The Sith will never...
But they... Ha! What?
The gutless...
He wouldn't talk. What? What? What?
Damn.
What? What?
The gutless.
He would.
Of course.
Damn.
What? What? He would.
Of course, they.
You can't. What?
Damn.
What?
God, interrogating him has been a pain in the ass.
Damn.
What?
Damn.
What? You're not.
The Sith.
But they. Ha. There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith. What?
Damn.
What?
The Sith.
But they. Ha. What? What?
The gutless.
He wouldn't talk.
Of course, they would never.
Damn.
What?
The Sith will.
But they. Ha. What? What?
The gutless.
He would. What?
Damn.
What? Yes. What?
The gut.
He would.
Of course.
Damn.
Jesus. What is my persuasion at? It should be high. 22.
You're back. Do you want to interrogate the prisoner? Let's get it started then.
What do you want?
The Sith will.
But they. Ha.
Damn.
What?
The Sith will.
But they. There's nothing. What?
Damn.
What? Yes. No, please don't. What?
The Sith will never.
Damn.
The Sith.
But please. What?
Damn.
What?
The gut.
He.
Of course.
You can't. What? You're not.
The Sith will never.
But they.
Damn.
What? But they. Please. What?
Damn.
Giving up so soon? I think.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh. Good luck. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence path. The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
This is all divided by 2. Exponential matrix. Minus from that 17. I'm upset that I got... Okay, how far ago was it? It's probably a while, hasn't it been? Half an hour. Yikes. Should still be able to gain light side perks, right?
Hey, great! You sliced the encryption on those cards. They change the codes regularly, so you'll have to use it pretty soon or not at all.
I'm gonna save and I'm gonna call it for the night. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I hope you all have an amazing day or night.